to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod, 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 Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod, Welcome to the Blazing Pod, Titan Nation Pod. Welcome to the Blazing Pod,
Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation podcast and pod. 'Cause wanna know. Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation podcast and pod. 'Cause wanna know. Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation pod.
Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod. Nation Pod, 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 Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod, Welcome to the Blazing Pod, Got the Nation Pod. Welcome to the Blazing Pod.
Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation pod. 'Cause I know.
Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod, Costume Pod. Welcome to the Welcome. Welcome to the Welcome to the Blazing Titan Nation Pod. Welcome to the Blazing Pod. Welcome to the Nation Podcast. Welcome to the Blazing Pod. Welcome to the Nation Podcast.
Good morning. Good morning. Oh, thank you for the biddies, Truex. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And I see you got paid. Hey, let's go. Feels good to be paid, eh? But welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the final episode of the season of season 2 of the Blazing Titan Nation podcast. We're going to be talking about video game prices and how much are you willing to pay for your favorite video game. You know, like video games in general, but mostly your favorite video game. You know, I know a lot of people are going to go crazy with it. Maybe get like the limited edition of the video game. If you know, that was me with what? Halo. Halo was, man, every time there was like a limited edition of Halo that came out, other than Halo 3, I wanted that Halo 3 limited edition, but I couldn't afford it at the time. I think it's all about where you're at financially. Like, if you're good financially, then yeah, you don't mind paying for it. But if you're not, you're not in a financial, good place, then it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I will pay as much as needed for the games I want now that I have a job again. I'm a gamer. That's my curse, and I accept it. Exactly. I think it goes a little bit deeper for me because way back when I was a kid, when I was growing up, video games were my outlet. They were literally the thing. It was the activity that kept me out of trouble. 100%. Like, I was a very energetic, loud, obviously, kid. And, growing up without a father, I didn't have a father figure in my life. So I had to grow up and mature on my own and figure out things on my own, made mistakes, got yelled at, went through a lot of negative shit. And you figure it out. You're young. You're young. You're going to go through it. And that's the thing. Me loud, you can't see it. I know, right? Definitely, there was times in my life where I was shy. There was times in my life, to be honest, Truex, where I was shy. I'm not gonna lie. I was a little bit shy. I was a little bit like that timid kid, But I was one of those guys that's, maybe I was like in my growth spurt. I was going through a weird time and going, when you're growing into your 12 to your teen years, I feel like that was a weird time for me. Oh, hey, Hinges, how are you? When inflation comes seems normal to you. Hey, I think we all go through certain parts in our life where you have like those awkward moments where you look back on, you're like, fuck, man, like one of those moments where if I could go back in time, I would kick my own ass. I have so many of those moments in my life where I would have went back in time and started kicking my own ass. It was things like I couldn't even. Oh man, like I was wild and I was a bit like a little bit eccentric. Doing a whole bunch of shit. I just looking back on it now, I'm like, man, if I ever had a kid, hopefully they don't go through what I went through, or they have the same personality as I had when I was growing up. I don't mind my kid being energetic. There's no doubt about it. I rather have my child be energetic and lively and want to go out and want to do stuff. Want to go and go out. I don't want them to be staying in the house like I did. I felt as though not having a father in your life really puts a handicap on your growth, because you don't have like that father figure. You're like, hey, here's this and this and whatever. You don't have that control. It was my mom, and my mom, when she brought over my brother from the Philippines, that's when I started having like some male figures in my life, and they weren't exactly the best. They were teenagers too. When my brother came over from the Philippines to Canada, he was a teen too, man. He was growing up too, and he was doing he was horny as fuck. He was horny as fuck, causing trouble, and I guess I kind of learned from that, to be honest. Don't do that. You go back in time, you might not become you. Oh, right, yeah. I think, yeah. I mean, you never know. Like some moments in my life where I think, and I'm going, man, if I could have changed this, I could have changed that. But yeah, you're right, Hinges. At the end of the day, if you go back in time, maybe I'll be a different person. Maybe I wouldn't be a streamer. Maybe I wouldn't be on Twitch. Maybe I wouldn't be doing this. You never know. So it is what it is. Whatever you go through in your past will make you become the person you are today. And again, I'm not gonna lie, there's some parts of my past I would love to change, but at the end of the day, you have to accept the past as your past, learn from it, and you can only change the future going ahead, right? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, learning from the lessons. Like what, this guy, Matty Pace, I know he quoted it from somewhere else, but it's not what you go through, it's what you grow through. You can go through something and not learn from it. You know, you can go through something and not take it in, or not see it as a learning experience. You just go through it and like, and just forget about it. But if you learn from that experience and then you take that and then apply it into your own life, and then going forward, you could be able to evolve. You can be able to change and not make the same mistake as you made before. All these things are accumulation of who you will become. And life is always going to be a journey. It's not going to be a destination. You don't know when you're going to go. You don't know when your time is up. So you might as well live your life as best you can, as happy as you can, as positive as you can, while you are here on this earth. You see so many people stuck in the same loop, refusing to learn from it. Exactly. Hey, what's up, Indica? And people who are just have no motivation to evolve. I've seen this in jobs all the time. People always talk shit about the job that they're doing, and then they complain like that. Why am I here? Like, I fucking hate this. They complain like, oh, why am I still here? Fuck this job. Like, fuck this job. But they still keep coming back to the job because it's paying for their bills. You say fuck the job, and then you come back and you're like, well, I need this job to pay for shit, and which I'm gonna segue into, because again, how much are you willing to pay for a video game, for your favorite video game? Okay, how much are you willing to pay, realistically? And I'm gonna ask this to each and every one of you: Hinges, Truex Storm, Indica, Yasaki. How's it going? How you doing? If Truex Storm, if Dragon Ball, whatever, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball, the top, Sparking Zero, whatever. If the top Dragon Ball franchise or whatever came out and it was like, $250, would you be willing to pay just for the game? Not for any other accessories. All right, nothing else, just the game. I'm talking the box, the cartridge, the disc, whatever. Just the game itself. $250. For you, max 100? Yeah. One-time payment or long time? No, one time. One-time payment, Yasaki. Your favorite video game franchise. Whatever. Your favorite video game. Okay? Like, how much are you willing to pay? To me, like, if you're paying over $200 for just a video game, that you got to get something more out of that. There has to be something a little bit more, charging that much just for a disc, just for the game itself. It's ridiculous. I only got PC for the sales, paid for my computer 10 times. Yeah, but listen, Hinges, if the game that you wanted, that you really wanted, right? And Nintendo is we're going to be talking a lot about Nintendo, because Nintendo rarely drops their prices. Breath of the Wild is still what, $80? For us Canadians, it's still $90. $90 still. When have they ever dropped the price? Maybe lowest was like $70, $80. But Nintendo never they never do deep sales with their games. Unlike, Sony or Xbox, right? They do a lot of deep sales. Hell, like the Master Chief Collection, a collection of 4 or 5 games, $20, $10, $5 maybe. Like it's one of those franchises that that allows you to allows it to be on sale, to be discounted. But if you're talking about Mario, or you're talking about Legend of Zelda, you're talking about Donkey Kong, you're talking about these new first-party, games that are coming out for the Nintendo system, they're not going to be dropping in price. So if they start out at $90 American, us Canadians are paying $110 plus tax. That's $115 per game, which is crazy. With a job, I would build a layaway fund and for okay, but you would wait. $80 is your highest. If 250, it better come with a hand job. My max is 100 in critical economy. $20 max for AAA. Your country is fucked. Oh yeah, you're from Vietnam. See, that's the thing. You know, I assume you don't buy a lot of physical games, do you, Yasaki? Because you are a PC player, right? So a lot of the games you can wait for a sale. Like Steam has a whole bunch of sales going on all the time. And, you know, it's very rare that unless you really want a game, unless you really want this title, unless you really want it, then you're not going to get it. Yeah, the tariff climbed out. Yeah, he backed off. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, okay, when's the pre-orders for Nintendo Switch 2 coming up? Like, let me know. Because as soon as you Americans get it, man, we Canadians should get it too. I'm just saying. I want to pre-order that immediately. Hopefully it should be by like maybe the end of April. Man. They should be able to, like, you know, announce it, like, officially. Overall in Toronto, I believe that a lot of gamers in Toronto. A lot of gamers in Toronto, a lot of gamers in Montreal, a lot of gamers in Vancouver and Alberta. A lot of gamers. Mostly, I think Calgary. Calgary has a lot of gamers as well. Calgary, Edmonton, they're, you know, all the major city hubs in Canada. But Toronto, man, whew, like the greater Toronto area, full of gamers. Full. It's insane how many gamers there are in the greater Toronto area. So many. Localized country currencies are the best. Gotta thank the Steam services. I do have a lot of games, around 300. So yeah, you know, if you're a PC player, you probably have a shit ton of backlog. But that's the thing. How many, like, if you're a Nintendo fan like myself, how the hell how are you gonna play all these Nintendo games, especially first-party games, on the PC? I know emulators. I get it. There's a way to emulate, blah, 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 blah. But when you want to play online, when you want to play with friends, you know, having that emulator is not going to help. You know, it's just not. You want to play with other people. If you want to play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online with other people, it's going to be hard to do that when it's emulated. You know, it's just going to be hard. It's only on 90-day pause. For what? Oh, right, for the tariffs. Yeah. What, July 8th or something? It's going to come back? I hope the tariffs don't target the cannabis market. Yeah. If it does, you're screwed. Indica. I wanted to go back and just mention real quick that the reason why I would be paying for the Switch 2 when it comes out is because Nintendo really helped me during the hard times of my life when I was growing up. I mentioned this before. I mentioned it yesterday. I mentioned it all throughout my times of streaming, that Nintendo really was my babysitter. Like Nintendo, the games that I played on the NES, SNES, Nintendo 64, specifically the N64. N64 really saved my life. It really did, as a kid growing up, because I was not getting into trouble. I was like going from school to home, playing N64 on the weekends, inviting my friends over. Like, I would tell them, hey, bring your controller. This is back when I had like all my friends' phone numbers on like a piece of paper on my fridge. And I would like, you know, pick up the phone and like actually dial a number, each of them. This is way back before the flip phone and all that, before you had to save your number in a phone, right? This is before that. You know, I would have all my friends' names on a list, all their numbers, and I would call. Their parents would pick up. Hey, can I talk to such and such? Can I talk to such? Hey, man, you want to come over? Bring your controller. We're gonna play some Mario Kart. We're gonna play some Super Smash. We're gonna, play some what's that toy army game I used to love a lot, like Army of Soldiers or something. Toy Army of I don't know, but you know what I mean. Gauntlet Legends. Gauntlet Legends was another great one, another great multiplayer game I like to play. GoldenEye 007, another one. Like every time I had a party, it would be a Nintendo 64 party. Honestly, that was my childhood, and that's what really kept me out of trouble, and that's what really allowed me to explore these worlds and go balls deep into the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I remember that shit, going like trying to figure out everything, trying to figure out how to beat this water puzzle, trying to figure shit out. And so I own Nintendo a lot. That's the reason why I'm excited to like get the Switch 2, because without Nintendo, I don't know where I'd be. I don't know where I'd be in life, to be honest. I was never a PlayStation guy, never a Dreamcast guy. I got the OG Xbox and fell in love with it, which made me get the 360. My first PlayStation was a PS3, and I think my last Nintendo console that I bought was N64. I didn't get a GameCube. I didn't get a Wii U, which I wanted though. I wanted the Wii U. I wanted the Wii as well, but I didn't get it. And I got the Nintendo Switch, and that was it. I can play all those other games, especially the N64 games on the Nintendo Switch, but not all of them though. Not all of them, because it's very limited. Phil Spencer interjects, the Switch 2, that's also on Xbox. That's also on Xbox. Yeah. I was, when they were showing the presentation for the third party, I thought Halo was going to show up like on the handheld on the Switch. I was like, yo, there's no way, but we'll see. We'll see. How many people are going to buy Halo on Nintendo Switch anyway? Ain't nobody. They're just trying to make extra money. That's it. They should just keep Halo just on Xbox exclusive, just PC, and that's it. PC and Xbox console. Used to own an NES. My mom sold it away because it's broken, so I play Pokemon on a Nokia phone. Oh shit. They actually are the materials of what the cannabis goes into is a risk. Oh really? My babysitter was Connor. Congress Bad Fur Day explains a lot, doesn't it? Hey, that's a good babysitter. Speaking of Nintendo, gotta put in lawful evil in my alignment chart. Oh, as a company, you think Nintendo's scummy? I think Nintendo is scummy. I think Nintendo is trying to make money. They're just trying to make money. They're trying to make billions of dollars. They're trying to make money. That's what they're trying to do. And Nintendo, at the end of the day, is a Japanese company, right? So a lot of decisions that they make are in Japan, obviously, right? So when these these people who represent Nintendo who are in America, they're literally trying to translate what they're saying to Americans. Because let's be real. In North America, especially in Canada, I know Nintendo's popular. Especially in America. That's Nintendo land, man. Like, everybody's going to be buying the system. Everybody. At the end of the day, it's a family-friendly system. Okay? Family-friendly. Nintendo shot themselves in the foot trying to make money. I mean, that's every company. That's every company. I'm not talking about Nintendo evil on like predatory stuff. No. Oh, so what are you talking about? Nintendo evil on mod making, emulators, tournaments, anything that is community related. Oh, right, because they're trying to shut that shit down. They don't want people emulating their games. Nintendo wanting people to emulate their games? Nah, man. They want to do it. They want to make a profit off that. They want to make a profit off, their first party games. They don't want anyone playing Super Mario or Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart on any other platform other than their platform. They don't want people playing it on the PC. They want people playing it on the Xbox or whatever other console, modding it and shit. They want to crack down on that. 100%. Japan is built on Nintendo lawsuits. Is it? Probably is. They probably make a shit ton of money. Everybody's trying to like Nintendo is suing a whole bunch of people because of what's happening with the emulators and people taking taking things in their own hands, But there's something I want to show you guys. We're gonna watch this video real quick. It pretty much sums up literally everything. Oh, thank you for the hat reverse. It pretty much sums up everything I wanted to say. You probably all know this guy, video game donkey, Trickstorm. You probably know this dude. Okay, we're gonna quickly watch a video from this guy. And actually, you know what? I'm not gonna wear this. I'm not gonna wear that. I'm gonna go. Let me know if you can hear the audio. I'm gonna trust you guys. Okay, so we're gonna watch this shit, and it pretty much sums up. He's totally trolling throughout the whole thing, but I'm gonna stop and pause, and I'm gonna talk about a few things because, again, there's a certain reason why people will buy consoles or buy Nintendo products, right? It's legit. All right, here we go. Oh my God. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? What are you doing? Okay, hold on. Do this. Oh, wrong one. Where's it? Oh, here we go. No? What the fuck?
$90.
The screen is just frozen. The screen is fucking frozen. Hold on. Don't know why that happened. You've heard this guy? You never watched his content? He's just a... There's a lot of truth in what he says, but he built it on trolling, pretty much, right?
Because, hear me out. Don't get mad.
Let me start over here.
Mario Kart should cost $90 because, hear me out. Don't get mad yet. There's way more video left and you're going to get way angry at the end of now. It should cost $90 because Black Ops 6 can't even launch and that game sold 500 million copies, okay? So as long as the game can launch, Mario Kart should cost $90. It's only fair. $60 for unlaunchable games, $90 for games that can launch. But then I remembered Pokemon Violet.
Deeply unfinished.
Just does not feel good to play with.
With issues ranging from an incomplete world
Textures are often blurry
to massive and ubiquitous technical problems.
Pocket Monster Scarlet and Violet has sold over 10 million units within.
So, like, regardless, it doesn't matter how shitty the game is. It doesn't matter how unfinished the game is. People are still gonna buy it. People are still gonna buy it. I mean, nobody gives a fuck. No one cares. It's still gonna sell. I think the average consumer is not gonna be on YouTube. What, they're gonna be online?
3 days.
They're gonna be on
Now, we
Reddit?
haven't played Mario Kart yet, but we already know that it's twice as good as Pokemon Violet, and that's the meanest thing I've ever said about Mario Kart. So since Pokemon costs $60, Mario Kart should cost $120 because it's double the fun of Pokemon. But then I realized that this game is open world, and that means that we need to open our wallets and pay all the money in the world for this game. And that's why I think Mario Kart should cost $200. This is what we want to pay. You get Yoshi, you get Wario, you get to pay $200 for a video game. But then I realized that the free pack-in game that shows off the Switch technology, that's actually $60.
See, here's what's fucked up. Here's what's messed up. Okay, this is how Nintendo is. I'm not buying this, by the way. I'm not buying this. I'm not even gonna play it if they revert back on this shit. Okay, Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. This actually costs money. Actually, obviously it's not gonna cost $60, but this shit costs money. This is unacceptable. I agree with everybody who's online saying the exact same fucking thing. This is unacceptable. Okay, this should be included already on the Switch. Like, Astrobot was included on the PS5, right? But I never played it. But I like the fact that it's there. You know, I like the fact that I have the option to play it. You know, I probably like loaded it up and like did a whole bunch of different stuff with it. But the fact of the matter is, it's there. You know, it's there to showcase what the controller can do. Why is the Welcome Tour something you have to pay for? You already paid for the console. And you have to pay extra for the Welcome Tour of the. You have to pay for like a tech demo to show off what the console can do. My God. I don't understand Nintendo's thinking with this. I don't. Like, they did not mention anything about the price of the Welcome Tour and then justifying it. They're just showing it off, making it seem like, oh yeah, it's good. You know, it's worth the money. This is going to cost a little bit extra, but you know, it shows you what the Switch can do. But then what if it's going to show you what the Switch can do? We shouldn't. Man, people will rather, you know, Google it or, you know, go online. Hell, I'm pretty sure people are going to download the YouTube app on the Switch too and, you know, watch videos on how to use the Joy-Cons. Like, all the videos are going to be popping up. You know it's going to happen. All these videos are going to be popping up, you know, 10 tips and tricks you didn't know about the Nintendo Switch 2. You know, all these videos are going to be popping up. People are not going to need this. People are not going to need it. Only the people that are going to need it are the people that are, I don't know, I don't even say hardcore. I don't think this is going to sell. I'd be surprised if this even breaks 1,000 copies sold. I'm going to be surprised. And can you imagine if they sold this shit physically? It's a digital only thing. 100%. Not gonna lie though, most of their games are kind of fun. And some prices that they charge are reasonable. I do find some game prices available. Yeah, like this shit. What's up, Adam? How you doing? Can you believe this? Can you believe this? It's not $60 though. It's not, but they are charging people for a tech demo. A tech demo on showing you how to properly use the Switch 2. A fucking tech demo. It is getting absurd, Adam. It is. I'm not going to pay for this. I'll pay for the console. I'll pay for the Switch 2. But I'm not going to pay for this. If they offer me to pay, no. Hell no. If they come up with a price, if they backtrack, it's going to be scummy. It's going to be scummy. I'm not going to care. Well, I'll care, but like, it's going to be scummy if they up the price of the Switch 2 when pre-orders come live. And then they're like, oh, yeah. We would try. Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour will already be included on your Nintendo Switch. They should have done that if you buy the most expensive version that's bundled. Like, if you buy the bundled version that comes with Mario Kart World Tour and Nintendo Switch 2, obviously. If you buy that bundle, then you should get this shit for free. You should get this shit for free. This should be free. This should be free. Who in their right mind is going to be like, oh yeah, as a launch title, I'm going to get a Nintendo Switch Welcome Tour. I'm going to get it. I'm going to get this day one. Ain't nobody in their fucking mind is going to get this day one. They're going to be tricked. It's going to pop up. Literally the first thing when you load up the Switch 2, it's going to pop up. Be like, please, if you want to know more about the Switch, get the Welcome Tour. It'll bring you to the store page. And then it'll be like $15 Canadian or $20 Canadian. And you'll be like, what? Some parents, they're not going to know. Some parents are not going to know. Some parents don't even watch what's going on online. They like hear about it. They hear about it from their kids. Their kids tell them about it. Their kids say, "Oh, Dad, Mom, I want the Switch too." And the parents are like, "The Switch, Nintendo? I grew up on Nintendo." Okay. They don't go on YouTube. They don't go on the news sites. They like say, "Oh, it's a console, a new console coming out. Okay, let's go get it for you." Then they load it up. They're like, "Oh, welcome tour. All right, another like $10, $20. Okay, well, let's get it. Let's see what's up with it." It's those people are gonna fall for it. Those people are gonna fall for it. Uninformed parents, they're gonna fall for it. Yeah, it's been historically free, right? Like Astrobot had them. I was saying, they don't even need this demo. The Switch 2 is just a Switch 1 Pro. Hey, you know what? And people will go online. It's called Google. Okay? It's called Google. If they don't know something, they'll just type it in Google. And I'm pretty sure Google will come up with an answer. No, they're stupid. You know those who's worse, though? 2K. Oh, 2K? Talking about the company? Oof. Nintendo Switch console. Yeah. Yeah, but those prices, Yasaki, they might go up. The difference between the digital and the physical is crazy. You got to pay more for the physical version. Meaning that people who want to buy games nowadays are going to be probably looking at digital versions of the game. The physical is being faded out. You know? Like, I'm a physical guy. I like my physical games. Okay? I like it. I like to buy. I like to own it. All my cartridges that I have for the Switch 1 are still, I put them all in one place. But I prefer that. Hell, even like the, oh my gosh, Forever Physical. Like those websites that have like, that take digital games and put them in a physical format. Yo, shout outs to them. Shout outs to them. Okay? Any website, there's probably a lot of them that have it. Okay, they also have like extra little trinkets and features like a manual. You know, Forever Physical games and media, to me, cannot die. They just can't. If we go to an all digital future, man, like the people say now, we're cooked. We're done. It's over. It's done. You don't really own anything. You don't really own it. You don't own it. You don't own it. You know, it's something you can't even touch. You can't even feel. You don't really own it. You know, it's like Bitcoin and dollar bills or in our case, loonies, like coins. You can feel the coins. You can't feel Bitcoin. One's real in your hand and one's not even existing. You know, there's no sensory. You can't like physically touch it. Do you own it? Do you own something you can't touch? It's up in the air. It's up in the air. It's a great discussion, but again, the thing is, this welcome tour, total ripoff, should be included. It's crazy. Google where babies are made. Since when did console charging people to use the internet? Yeah. No, it's not to use the internet. It's to use the online mode. Xbox Live, PlayStation Plus. Which is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Anybody who has a PC, I feel as though has an advantage. You know, one hand, how many physical PC games are there nowadays? On the other hand, you know, the digital library is so immense and there's so many options when it comes to gaming. And your online gaming is free. You know, that's the main thing. Your online gaming is free. If you download any multiplayer game, if you have like PC Game Pass, download a multiplayer game. It's cheaper. You play it on PC, you're Gucci. The new games you don't own anyway, you own the box with the code. The thing is with that, at least like I have like a physical something. That's the thing. Like, I know. It's like I know what you're saying, Hinges. I know. But at least, like, I have something in hand. At least I have, like, a disc. At least I have, like, a cartridge. At least I have something. At least I got something. I got something physically. But gone are those days where you buy a game, you plop it into your system, and there it is. That's just a game. You know? Just print out artwork in blank DVD cases. Oh my god. See, that's the thing. I don't like it. I don't like where this is going. I don't like where the whole digital realm is going now. You know? I don't like it at all. You know, buying a game and putting it in your console and then downloading the rest of the game to your hard drive makes no sense to me. So it's a deal with Jedi Survivor. It's literally what happened with me in Jedi Survivor. I bought Jedi Survivor, put it in my Xbox, and then I had to do like a 90 gig download. It's like for the rest of the game. I was like, the fuck? So as of right now, I know where they're going with it, but I just want to have like I just don't like the physical media to go away. That's all. I don't like the physical media to go away. Yeah, the Switch 2 only has 250 gigs. They can't get enough space on the disc. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Meow? Hello. Morning. Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back. What's the game that you're willing to pay for? Like, how much money are you willing to pay for your favorite game, Meow? Your favorite game. If Elden Ring was $200, would you want to pay for it? Would you want to pay for it? But anyway, let's continue on with this video.
So what I propose is that for the people dumb enough to buy that, they should get a $3 discount for Mario Kart World, which costs $233 total. I think what Nintendo has realized is that gamers are extremely weak-willed and will pay unlimited money for the lowest quality games.
Wow!
That's gamers, though. That is gamers. Here's something that we got to talk about here. This is something that we got to talk about. We got to have a serious conversation about. Okay? FOMO. Fear of missing out. That's what we got to talk about. There's a lot of people out there who are clamoring to play a game, but they don't want to wait. Or they don't like the fact that someone else is playing the game and they're not. And the more that they see them playing the game, they're getting ahead. And they're not getting ahead. So when they eventually buy the game, they're behind. Right? This is not everybody. This is a certain, part of people. This is human nature. Okay? You see somebody playing your favorite franchise. You see them playing, they're having fun with it. Maybe it's an online, there's an online mode with it. Okay, they're leveling up. They're grinding, they're doing their thing. And then you're waiting until the right time for you to get the console, get the game or whatever. You're waiting for a sale. If people are waiting for a discount Nintendo Switch 2, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know how much you're going to discount it for, to be honest. You have to get everybody to not buy it. And I mean everyone. The Black Friday sales on Nintendo Switch 2 are going to go crazy if they have like a little bit of a discount. It would be like what, $50 maybe? Maybe that. Maybe it'll be the same exact price, but you'll get like a gift card, or you'll get some in-store credit at GameStop or something. But I highly doubt that they're going to decrease the price of games that much, especially first-party games. There ain't no way. Ain't no way. If buying isn't owning, piracy isn't stealing. Oh, this curse is gonna be. Oh my God, those are bars. I mean, yeah, it's not wrong. Arena of Valor is mentioned. I don't play it, but it's popular here. Oh my God, these mobile games and fucking PC games in Asia, they're dominating. They are dominating. Ain't nobody playing the Xbox. Who's playing the Xbox? Who's playing the Xbox in Vietnam, Yasaki? Who the fuck? When you go to your video game store in Vietnam, is there an Xbox section? It's probably like literally it's like probably a line. Like maybe a couple of rows of green. Everything else is like probably PS5 and Nintendo Switch. That's what's happening on my GameStop. My GameStop has exactly that. They got like a rack. That's all they got. One rack of Xbox games, pre-owned and new, that sort of type of shit. Old, Xbox One to Xbox Series X, like they got it. Just a fucking rack. Everything else, the PS5 wall is like spread. The Nintendo Switch wall is spread. And I can see why. Right? I can see why. But gamers in general, they are scared that, some of them are scared that this person's going to get ahead. They leveled up and they're going to be left behind. So I got to get it now. I got to get it now so that I get more experience, or I get the same amount of experience as them. Let's see. Anything above 60 USD is expensive here, and I never buy a game at lunch, so I'm happy to wait for oh, okay. But if you were desperate, if you were like for Grand Theft Auto 6, Meow, how much are you willing to pay for Grand Theft Auto 6? Because a lot of people are gonna be willing to pay $100+ for that, just for the game, and they're gonna definitely offer some shit in the online mode, like a battle pass or something. They're gonna milk the shit out of that game, 100%. You're not a gamer. I more like to learn about game. Don't sell. Oh, game person. So happy to see my favorite game here on Twitch. Oh, I see. I feel that mobile games are all scams. Pretty much. Oh my God. I'm just saying that there's so many like advertisements for mobile games, and like I don't get it. I don't understand how you can put all this time and effort into a mobile game. What the hell? You better get something out of it. Well, you better get something like satisfying out of it. Getting the best loot and getting the best armor, is that really satisfying? Because there's millions of other people trying to get the exact same loot you're gonna get or you want to get. Nah, most people play Internet Cafe. PlayStation and Xbox are pretty scared. Yeah, they're very rare. Very rare. 100% sure in my country they will not sell GTA 6 price above 90 USD. That's pure stupid. If people buy 90 USD, it's like a month of grocery or 3 months of electricity bill. You know what? For Grand Theft Auto 6, Meow, I'm pretty sure people are willing. People are willing to do that. Is crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. I just feel like if it's a game that a lot of people are anticipated for, like the new Mario game, new Legend of Zelda game, Grand Theft Auto, like you have to understand, Grand Theft Auto hasn't come out in 10. No new iteration of Grand Theft Auto hasn't come out in 10+ years. The last game that came out was 2013. 2013. That is crazy. 2013. Yeah, that's 12 years ago. 12 years ago. And this game that's coming up is definitely going to be on the PS6. Grand Theft Auto 6 is going to be on the PS6, on the next Xbox. They're probably going to port it to the Nintendo Switch 2, if they're smart, hell, make sure you can port Grand Theft Auto 5 to the Switch 2 before the GTA 6, which I highly doubt GTA 6 will be on Nintendo Switch. Highly doubt. Electric bill $300 a month, and I live by myself. Oh my god, $300 for electric bill, guys? Hey, what's up, fuckhead? I wish my electric bill was $90 for 3 months. That's crazy work. Americans being robbed for electricity for 40 years. Oh man, in Canada, electricity is crazy. I think I pay over summertime. Okay, summertime for the whole house, I pay $130, $150. Between like June to September, that's my bill. But like on average, like during like, you know, the winter season and beginning of spring, it's like $80, $90. GTA 6 is in that very weird spot for me. The game could cost a lot, but the game quality content could justify the prices. Exactly. Because people buy it and there's so much shit you can do in it. So at the end of the day, how much you are willing to pay for your favorite video game will depend on a lot of factors. What kind of content is in the game? You feel as though the price reflects the amount of time and effort that you're gonna spend in the game. Okay, if you're gonna get that value, and Grand Theft Auto 5, people definitely got the value out of that game. People bought that game on a discount, and people played the shit out of that game, especially on PC. The role play, Grand Theft Auto, game changing. And I heard they're gonna put it on the PC version, like automatically on the for Grand Theft Auto 6. You pay like $190 to $250 a month. Whoa, sometimes more. Over here, I fantasize about $90 for things. God damn. Also, you gotta figure in tariffs when they return. Yeah, that's if they return. If they return, it seems like he's backing away from these tariffs. You know, he seems like these tariffs are gonna come in. Oh wait, well, hold on. No. It's crazy how shit's happening. You know, he's backing up. He's backing away. Oh, let's put in tariffs. No. Whoa. Tariffs? Wait, you mean Tesla is gonna be affected by these tariffs? Whoa, no. We gotta think about this for a quick sec. Hold on. I didn't think about Tesla. Okay, I don't think about Tesla. Okay, we gotta roll back the tariffs because Tesla's gonna be affected. My man Elon Musk, is it right? Elon is gonna be affected by these tariffs, so I gotta reel it back. Like, it's just. I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. This is crazy. Like flip flops. You gotta have the accordion hands. You gotta have it. You gotta have it. I might be able to pay off my mortgage before GTA 6 releases. We'll see. We'll see what Rockstar say. Because again, that's their moneymaker. That's gonna be what will make them $1 billion. They're gonna make all that money back in a day. 100%. Some people started playing GTA 5 in the 3rd grade and now college and still playing GTA 5. That's insane. I know. It's a full generation. Like years, man. People who play that shit. Like, I played it back when I was 24? I'm 36 now. And it's still, I haven't touched it since the PS3. I have not touched it at all. No, you were right. It's what Take-Two days, not Rockstar. Rockstar is their bitch. Ah. Yeah, Take-Two. But anyway, let's finish this video. Because, yeah. I don't know if you watch this, Meow.
Every comment in the chat was drop the price.
All caps, drop the price.
The whole duration of the Treehouse Live.
Which is why Nintendo has delayed pre-orders until next week when they will forget that they were angry. However, we have to take tariffs into account, and that's going to bump up the price of the console to about $700. And when pre-orders do go up, those are probably going to sell out within 10 minutes. So we also have to take into account the scalper markup. Overall, we're looking at $1,800 for the Switch 2 and $500 for Mario Kart. This is what we like to see. The Donkey Kong, though, will cost $7,000 because that game looks phenomenal.
Oh, man. But, yeah. People saying drop the price in Nintendo Tree. The chat, crazy. And you know what? I don't think they're going to be dropping the price. They're going to be raising the price. They're going to do the exact opposite. Nintendo's got to make their money back. Nintendo's got to make a profit. This is their chance to make a profit. They know it. Now, a lot of Nintendo fans say that they're not going to buy it. A lot of Nintendo fans say that, hey, I'm not going to buy this shit. It's too expensive. But guess what? The FOMO will take over. And they'll say, fuck it. You know what? I got a big tax return. Tax season's coming up, everybody. Let's just get that out of the way. Tax season is coming up. Okay? Tax season is coming up. Based on what kind of money they get back, they're going to spend that shit on the Switch too. All the people saying, drop the price. They ain't going to drop. They're going to drop shit. They got Nintendo fans by the balls, and they know it. You really have to have, like, the urge not to buy it. Like, I'm telling you, you really have to be, like, one of those Nintendo fans that's like, you know what? I'm not going to buy this shit. I'm not going to go out and buy it now. I'd rather wait. I'd rather just wait for a sale. But a lot of Nintendo fans are not going to do that. Your Nintendo best friend is going to buy it, and he's going to brag all about it to your face. He's going to be like, oh, look at these features. Look at that. Look at what I'm playing. Look at the new Donkey Kong game. Oh, this is so cool. And you'll be like, fuck. Now I want it now. And then sooner or later, the human spirit is, especially for a Nintendo fan, like I said before, I owe Nintendo my life. Literally, I owe them my life because they, Nintendo was like my babysitter. Like N64 was literally my babysitter when I was a kid. Literally. Plop my ass in front of that TV, playing Nintendo 64 games while my mom was working. That's the main thing. You saw the live stream though? Yeah, $90. Yeah. If they make GTA 6 all the maps of every other game and all the other features in this GTA 6, maybe I'll pay $100+. If not, fuck them. Holy, it needs to literally have everything more from the other games for this pricing. You're right. It has to justify it. That's why the next trailer for Grand Theft Auto, when they go into like a deep dive with the trailer for Grand Theft Auto 6, when they go for the deep dive, they're going to deep dive into it. And at the end, maybe announce a release date, because a lot of developers are waiting, or publishers are waiting for, Take-Two Games to like be like, okay, when's the release date? When's the release date? When's the release date? Are you gonna announce it? They're like, nah, we'll let you wait. We know people are gonna buy Grand Theft Auto 6 day one. We already know pre-orders are gonna go crazy when we announce it. We already know. They're probably waiting until Call of Duty. Man, if they wait till September to announce that Grand Theft Auto 6 is coming out in November, that will be insane. That's like Bro, that would be crazy. Welcome back, Adam. Switch 2 equals PS5 Pro price. Dead on arrival. Pretty much. Nintendo fans also have said they wouldn't buy the $50 amiibos, and the amiibos. Are the amiibos going to be backwards compatible on the Switch 2? That's another thing. Got tax return 3rd of February, and I forgot people are going to wait for this. Dear Lord, yeah. Xbox legit losing their minds. They keep raising my Game Pass subscription. It's pissing me off. Do you have Xbox for PC? Do you have PC Game Pass? Because PC Game Pass is it's like the cheapest one. They maybe go off basic form for it. They're trying. Oh, you have the Xbox. Yeah, I'm not gonna do basic. I can't do basic. I gotta do ultimate. Got to do ultimate. Let me snooze those ads real quick. Yeah, no problem, Adam. The prices on the Switch 2 are gonna kill that console. I promise you, right? Oh my gosh! Look, I'm gonna show you guys something real quick. It's something from Max's video, and they think they can easily wait until October if it's coming in November. Yeah, they could. They could. Honestly, meow, they could. They could easily wait. Easily. Like last minute drop, and people will buy it literally. Like legit. All right, so
when I eventually got one from a friend, had one fucking game because I couldn't afford anything, dude. It's $80 for KI. This was the exact same on SNES
prices back in the day,
right? Shadows of the Empire, $80.
This is American prices.
Holy mother of God, dude. Here's the good one. Yeah, this is what I'm looking for. Dude, Donkey Kong Country 2 was only $79.48. Killer Instinct was one of the most anticipated arcade games to ever show up on a piece of hardware.
The thing is, with all these video game prices, it's not new. It's not new. It's not new. I remember begging my mom back in the day for the N64. She got it. She bought it. And it was pricey as fuck. Like video game prices back then, like if you do it now, it's going to be so expensive. It literally is expensive. And this is just Nintendo. Nintendo is just, they're just used to this. I swear, when the PlayStation 1 came out, they became competitive price-wise because discs were just cheaper than cartridges. I assumed, but I digress. You know, at the end of the day, for my favorite franchise, how much I'm willing to pay just for the game itself. Okay, just for the game, $115. Just for the game. Just for the game itself. Nothing else, nothing more. 150, I'll say 115, 130. If anything above that, that is fucked. I don't think I could. I don't think I could do it. I don't think I can do it, honestly. I don't think so. Well, I have one, but it runs like a 1988 toaster, so I'm not gaming on it. We catch a fire explode if I try to start up. Oh, they mean the Xbox one. N64 prices were legit crazy high for the time. It was insane, and people still paid for it, especially Super Mario 64. Like that to me was like Zelda Majora's Mask. Bro, I wanted that shit for Christmas. Star Fox 64. I will never forget getting it on Christmas Day with the fucking rumble pack, putting it inside of like the controller, feeling the rumble. Y'all don't know about the rumble pack. Man, I was 8 years old. It was like, and you're firing, and when you get shot at, you do the barrel roll, and like you feel like the vibration when you shoot a bomb. You feel like a vibration when it explodes. Like, oh my god. Honestly, this is our fault. PC gamers basically showed the industry they are willing to pay $600 for a handheld console because of the Steam Deck and other copycats. You know, the money talks. It really does. And gamers, at the end of the day, no matter how much they complain, they end up buying the product anyway. They end up buying it. They do. They do. Some of them cannot wait. Some gamers cannot wait, especially if they got the money. They cannot wait. If you had an N64 the first 2 years of release, you were literally considered the rich kid at school when you told your friends, "Oh my God, I was literally so popular. Everybody wanted to come over and play it." Oh, it was so good. It was so cool. And when Super Smash Brothers came out, mwah, oh my God. Super Mario 64, mwah, oh my God. GoldenEye 007, mwah, oh my God. But thankfully, a lot of the people in my area had N64s, and they brought their controls over. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, I gotta end it. I'm gonna end it here. Nintendo was just like, "Would you pay for that? Cool, Switch 2." I literally had everyone and their mama wanted to come over and play N64. Bro, like I said, every time I had a birthday party, it'd be an N64 party. It'll be an N64 party. But yeah, that's it, everybody. That's it. You know, end of season 2 of Blazing Titan Nation podcast. The next season will start up maybe end of June. I'm going to take some time off of the podcast just to prep for that one, because I want to actually invite people onto my podcast so I can talk to them. I got a list of people. Had them. Of course, I'm going to ask Blasian Butterfly, Mishi to stream with me, to do like a podcast thing with me, to just do like a just chatting stream with me. So I have a whole bunch of people that I want to ask and do a collab with, you know? Like I feel as though collabing is going to be my thing for this summertime. You know, I want to collab with way more people. You know, I'm willing to open up with that. The first 3 Mario Party, yes, the Mario Party games. Mwah. That was crazy. Thanks for the hydrate steady. Hopefully you're doing good. I'm about to raid out here. Thanks very much, Truex Storm. Thank you very much, Meow. Thank you very much, Adam. Thank you very much, Phuket, and everybody who came in. I know Yasaki was here. Hinges was here. And I appreciate you all. Did you hear about how much the Switch is going to be after tariffs? They're saying around $530. It is what it is. I'm willing to pay it. At the end of the day, Adam, they got my money. Ever since I was a kid, I owe Nintendo my life because they were there and they kept me occupied and they kept me, you know, out of trouble. So I owe Nintendo. I feel as though they got me. I'm one of those guys. All right. So let's see who we're going to raid out to real quick. And yeah, I can't wait to start these. These have been fun, actually. Yeah, my PC can wait. Legit. My PC can wait. Let's see who we're gonna raid into. Actually, let's go over. Who have I not raided into for a while? Oh my gosh, I haven't raided into Fairy Tail for a while. And she's playing The Witcher 3, so let's go raid into Fairy Tail. And let's go say hi to her. She's awesome. I think she's currently Yasaki, I think she's currently living in Vietnam or maybe Thailand. I think Thailand. So we're going to go say hi. Say what's up. Show that love, positivity. Vietnam, yeah. Sony Portal. Oh my god. If the Sony Portal, if you're able to, honestly, Meow, if you're able to put games on it, then I would be all down for it, to be honest. Man, I cannot spell her name. Oh, there she is. Okay, everybody. I'm going to start up that raid. Exclamation point, raid 1 if you are not subscribed, and exclamation point, raid 2 if you are. Take care, everybody. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Peace out, hinges. Thank you very much for coming in. Okay, copy and paste the raid messages. And yeah, say hi to Fairy Tale, who is currently playing The Witcher 3. She's playing The Witcher. She's playing Geralt shirtless, like a lot of people are. A lot of females are. So, yeah. Again, everybody, thank you very much for tuning into these podcasts. And this has been a great season 2. I promise a little bit more sexual podcast or sex talk, because there's not much sex talk in this season. It was a lot of gamer talk and stuff, but I like to mix it up. But yeah, no, thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. She shirtless girl. Yeah. All right, take care. Always spread that love, positivity, and I will see you all next week. I'll be going balls deep into what will we be playing? I'll probably be playing South of Midnight. I'll finish South of Midnight, and then yeah, I'll probably finish up Adamfall. Take care, everybody. I'll be back on my ASMR channel Monday morning. Okay? Goodbye.